It's a bit breezy today, as you might hear on the microphone, but this hat has got a chin strap, so I'm not going to lose it like I do all the others. Welcome to Colganology. Well, we've just had the hottest weekend of the year, certainly the hottest day of the year, but today we settled down into rather more normal late spring, early summer temperatures. And there's a bit of a breeze, but it's rather pleasant for walking, and it's still lovely getting out because the meadows are full of colour at the moment. There's yellows and there's whites and there's blues, and then there are fields of dandelion clocks. It's lovely out here. Well, I think it's fair to say that the goat willow has finished throwing all of its catkins and its fluffy seeds onto the ground. Look at them all. First indication I've seen this year of a foxglove coming up. So that'll be lovely when that comes up. I can't get over these tall meadow buttercups. Look at them. Right to the edge of the field. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. It's really dense that way. Look at that. Love this time of year. Love this time of year. Don't eat buttercups. They're poisonous. Just thought I'd better let you know, in case you thought, well, I like butter. Elderflower starting to come in. If I can hold it still long enough to look at it. Yep, plenty of elderflower coming in this year. Some that are a little bit further on here now. As you can see, there's some that's not coming out yet, but these ones are already out, and the smell is intoxicating. Now, foraging wise, there's lots of ways you can use elderflower. You can use it to flavour cordials. You can make elderflower champagne. Plenty of recipes online, just look them up. One of my favourite things is elderflower fritters. What you do is you get the flower heads, you take them home, give them a wash, pat them down, make sure they're dry. Then you make up a light tempura batter. I really like batter, sort of that Japanese tempura batter. It's really crispy and very light. And you deep fry them, or fry them in a shallow pan with some oil, and use a light oil like a vegetable oil rather than something heavy like an olive oil, and they are beautiful and crispy and delicious. And if you drizzle a little tiny bit of honey over the top, they're even better. You have those, I'll tell you what, you have elderflower fritters with a bit of vanilla ice cream, your mouth will love you forever. Lots and lots of new leaves on the sweet chestnut this year, and there were lots of flowers at one point. So I am looking forward to seeing whether it produces any sweet chestnuts this year that are actually good enough to be eaten. That'll be nice. Well, the sticky willy, the cleavers, is going to flower. Look, the tiniest little flowers. I don't think I'll be able to get them in focus. Look how tiny they are. But, oh, no, I can't get it. They're really, really small. I mean, yeah, tiny. I mean, that's my boot for comparison. I have a new toy. Andrew Edgecombe, the photographer who did the photo shoot with me a couple of videos ago, introduced me to this wonderful little app which allows you to use the front and rear camera on your phone at the same time. I mean, here I'm using it with the front camera basically pointing at me and inset into the larger picture which is on the back camera, but I could actually have the two equal size side by side like this, although there seems to be rather too much of my head in this particular option, and it's quite difficult to keep the action focused on one thing while also thinking about making sure I'm in frame. Yeah, I'll probably use the little inset one more, although I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use it for yet. But what a fab little thing. You alright, Noisy? Well, it's now a couple of days on, the wind has dropped and the sun's come out, and it's really rather warm. We are really enjoying walking through these meadows today. There's a jay on the ground just in front of me there. Ooh, just flying off now. What a pretty bird that is. Just landed over there. White butterflies fluttering around. A few bees, flies, various other insects, and the birds singing. It's not a bad way to spend a lunchtime walking, is it? Another tractor on the field today. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. I have to look up what that machine is. There's no hopper on it, so he can't be drilling seeds at this stage. And he's certainly not spraying nitrates or putting fertiliser down. It actually looks like the harrow, just being towed by a different tractor. And certainly there's a darker soil line behind the tractor as it's going along. So I suspect it's just him finally finishing harrowing this enormous field. Oh, look at this. A little pop of colour amongst all the greens and the yellows and the blues of the bluebells. It's what looks to be some kind of tulip. I think so. It's obviously escaped from someone's garden. Seas of dandelion clocks here. And in the background, we don't always appreciate white flowers, but all that cow parsley growing over there is very pretty. Oh my God, I'm going to walk fast to keep up with him. You've got tiny legs. Walk slowly. Enjoy the scenery. You know, why are you always in such a hurry? And he's off. And he's off. I think that's probably about it for this week's miscellaneous meandering. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, I will see you again here next week. Toodle pip.